Beautiful time, isn't Advent? A lovely word, time of waiting. Waiting for our infant Saviour, as Mary waited and as Joseph waited too. Don't know about you, but Christmas for many years for me has been a time of wonder. It totally blows the mind, doesn't it? That our Creator God, who made our entire vibrant universe, could reduce himself down to an infant in utero. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. It's completely beyond. But that's what happened, and that's what our life of hope and of joy and of love is all about. And from these next 4 weeks, we're going to be working through that, waiting for the infant to be born. Isn't it fabulous? It brings its shadow side, as everything does in our life. It brings the side of sorrow, of grief. In my own family, we've lost significant family members, with a sister-in-law and a brother-in-law both dying. We've lost 5 sisters within my congregation this year. And as we speak, there are people dying throughout our world. And so nothing is ever full of joy. So it's up to us, because our readings of today tell us, don't they, that each of us is important. Each of us is known by God and loved intimately by God. And that's absolutely fabulous. That's the only thing that can make sense of the sorrow and the suffering and also the joy. Our world is full of paradox. And I always think of Christmas as perhaps the biggest paradox of all. I want to, because of what we're talking about, I want to read you something I haven't done before. One of my poems I wrote recently, and I wrote about Christmas. It's not the greatest poetry that was ever written, but it comes with my heart, and I just want to share it with you. I called it New Zealand Christmas. The early morning sun sends down his rays, caressing into life the pouting buds of the Pahutakawa tree. The buds respond with a blaze of red and gold, a luxuriant bouquet against the bright blue sky. The tui in the flax holds his white throat to the warming sun, and his clear flute note rings out, calling to bellbird, fantail and magpie, a symphony of joy in the crisp morning air. Down on the beach, the waves reflect the vibrant colours, and, hearing the concerto of birdsong, they dance their dainty pas de deux along the sand, startling the mussels and shrimps into startled and scuttled confusion. The baby in the bassinet stirs. He sees and hears the beauty around him, and he claps his chubby little hands with wide-eyed delight. He who made it all begins his journey of discovering what it's like to be created, to be a human being born of love, to be a human person born to love, to be love incarnate as he is himself. And that for me symbolises our Aotearoa Christmas, where we have the sun and the bird song. I've got a tui out there in the flax bush on the other side, and our tuis are absolutely beautiful. And the song is clear and crisp and mellow and magnificent. And our baby God came into all of that and sanctified it for us, made it holy, made it sacred, made us holy and sacred, just because he's here. And I would like to end with the thought that everything is sacred, even the mess in which we live. Even the mess in which we live is sacred. If only we could see that. If only we could see that. I wish you every joy and blessing and hope and love of this season.